Hello, and welcome to Message Magazine's daily devotional reading, Thoughts in Worship. Does it seem like your days are getting longer, yet your time with Jesus is getting shorter? Or maybe you just need a little pick-me-up that lasts longer than that morning cup of coffee, and is healthier too. Whatever the case, the way you spend the next few minutes in time just might determine where you spend eternity. And now, here's your host, author, speaker, L. David Harris.
Today's scripture focus, Genesis chapter 31, verses 45 through 55. We are focusing on sin recovery principle number 10 of 12. We continued to take personal inventory, and when we were wrong, promptly admitted it. It's not easy to admit when you're wrong. The blame game mentality seems to be issued to every person who enters this battlefield called life. It seems we always want whatever happened or whatever was neglected to be someone else's fault. Since we have been highlighting these sin recovery principles for some time now, it must be apparent that this is not good. The Spirit has been given to all receptive people to, among other things, help us understand the truth about ourselves. It is very important that we take this blessing seriously. It is when we are honest about ourselves that we can cooperate with God to leave the blame game behind and take ownership of our faults. There is plenty of blame to go around in Jacob and Laban's story. It is a story of deceit, greed, and paybacks. But I must be honest, it is also a great example of two men recognizing their wrongs and not being willing to continue down that path. As the Lord opened their eyes to assess their relationship, they recognized that they needed to call a truce. They would not allow their mistakes to dictate a destructive path going forward. They agreed not to cross that line again, as the Lord gave them strength. Are there boundaries you need to set as you assess your life on a moment-by-moment basis each day? Are there people you now realize you cannot visit, text, call, or associate with on social media? Are there mistakes about which you need to be honest with yourself so you can rectify them? Are there habits you need to abandon because they have gotten out of control? Are there conversations from which you need to refrain? Are there apologies that you need to make? Ask the Lord to help you draw a symbolic line in the sand over which you will not pass as He gives you strength. Ask Him to give you a clean heart and renew a right spirit within you, lifting the veil of self-deception so you will be able to recognize areas in your life that need to be modeled after His plan for you. If you make mistakes, quickly admit them to yourself, confess them to God, and if they involve others, make amends and thank God for being with you as you learn to do His will.
Thanks for joining us, listening friends. Always remember, the way you spend your time now just might determine where you spend eternity. Until next time, be at peace.